Hello everyone and welcome back to my garden. Today we're diving into creating a garden that bursts with color throughout the year. Just like a well-arranged bouquet, a garden should be a feast for the eyes no matter the season. It's all about choosing the right plants and understanding their individual needs. So grab your gardening gloves and let's get started.
Before picking out our plants, we need to lay the groundwork for success. This starts with a bit of planning and observation. First, assess the sunlight patterns in your garden. Identify areas that receive full sun, partial shade, and full shade. This is crucial because different plants thrive in different light conditions. Next, let's talk about color schemes. Do you envision a vibrant mix of colors, a serene monochromatic theme, or a harmonious blend of complementary colors? Consider the mature size of each plant and ensure adequate spacing to avoid overcrowding. You can create designated beds for specific color themes or blend them together for a more eclectic look. A well-planned garden is a happy garden. Take your time, plan carefully, and enjoy the creative process. Now that we have a solid plan, let's move on to choosing the plants that will bring our colorful vision to life.
Now comes the fun part, selecting the stars of our garden show. This is where your creativity can truly shine as you choose the plants that will bring your garden to life. Achieving year-round color is about incorporating a diverse cast of characters, each with its own unique blooming season. By carefully selecting plants that bloom at different times, you can ensure that your garden is always bursting with color and life. Let's start with annuals, those vibrant bloomers that bring a burst of color throughout the growing season. These plants complete their life cycle in 1 year, making them perfect for adding instant impact. Think of them as the life of the party. They come in a wide range of colors and varieties, ensuring there's something to suit every taste and garden style. Some of my favorites include cheerful marigolds, charming petunias, and vibrant zinnias. These flowers are not only beautiful, but also relatively easy to care for, making them a great choice for both novice and experienced gardeners. Next, we have our reliable perennials, the backbone of any good garden. From elegant tulips and regal lilies to cheerful daisies, these plants return year after year, providing a stable foundation for your garden's design. And captivating coneflowers, the options are endless. Perennials are a great investment, as they require less maintenance over time and can be divided to create new plants. Consider incorporating flowering shrubs like hydrangeas or azaleas, which add structure and height to your garden. These shrubs can provide a stunning display of flowers and also offer foliage interest throughout the year. Or opt for the delicate beauty of ornamental trees like cherry blossoms. These trees can serve as focal points in your garden, drawing the eye and creating a sense of drama and elegance. When selecting your plants, consider their individual needs, such as sunlight requirements, soil preferences, and watering needs. It's important to choose plants that are well suited to your garden's conditions to ensure they thrive. Consult with your local nursery or garden center for expert advice on choosing plants that will thrive in your specific region. They can provide valuable insights into the best plant varieties for your area and help you avoid common pitfalls. By incorporating a mix of annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees, you'll create a dynamic and visually appealing landscape that evolves with each passing season. This approach ensures that your garden remains interesting and vibrant all year round, offering something new and exciting with each change of the seasons.
Now that we've selected our plant palette, let's talk about how to arrange them for maximum impact. The way you position your plants can make a huge difference in the overall look and feel of your garden. Just like a well-composed photograph, our garden benefits from layers and dimension. This layering creates depth and visual interest, making your garden more engaging and beautiful. Taller plants act as the backdrop, while shorter ones take center stage. This arrangement not only looks pleasing, but also ensures that all plants get the sunlight they need. Start by placing your tallest plants at the back of the border or in the center of island beds. These tall plants, like sunflowers or hollyhocks, create a natural screen and add height to your garden. Gradually work your way down in height, incorporating medium-sized plants like coneflowers, salvias, and daylilies. These plants add a mid-layer that bridges the gap between the tallest and shortest plants. Finally, Fill in the front of the border or the edges of your beds with low-growing plants like creeping phlox, sweet alyssum, or trailing varieties of petunias. These plants create a lush ground-covering effect that ties the whole garden together. But layering isn't just about height. It's also about incorporating different textures and shapes. This variety adds another layer of interest and complexity to your garden. Mix plants with bold architectural foliage like hostas or ferns, with those that have delicate feathery leaves like cosmos or dill. This contrast in textures makes your garden more dynamic and visually appealing. The key is to create a harmonious blend of shapes and textures that keeps the eye moving and adds a touch of magic to your garden. This balance ensures that no single element overwhelms the others. Remember, it's all about creating a sensory experience that delights the senses. Think about how the garden will look, feel, and even smell as you plan your layers. Let's move on to adding seasonal interest. This will ensure that your garden remains vibrant and engaging throughout the year, with different plants coming into their own as the seasons change.
One of the secrets to a truly captivating garden is incorporating plants that offer something special throughout the year. Just because summer's vibrant blooms have faded doesn't mean your garden has to lose its luster. Let's start with spring, a time of renewal and rebirth. Early blooming bulbs like cheerful daffodils, elegant tulips, and fragrant hyacinths fill our gardens with hope and cheer. As spring transitions into summer, our gardens erupt in a symphony of color with bold annuals and show-stopping perennials. As summer wanes and autumn approaches, our gardens take on a more subdued but equally enchanting palette with chrysanthemums and ornamental grasses. And let's not forget about winter. Evergreens like holly, boxwood, and pine provide year-round structure, while plants with colorful berries add a pop of unexpected color. By carefully selecting a variety of plants with different blooming seasons, you can ensure that your garden remains vibrant and captivating throughout the year. Now let's talk about incorporating foliage.
While flowers steal the show with their vibrant blooms, let's not underestimate the power of foliage to add consistent color and texture to our gardens. Think of foliage as the unsung heroes of the garden, providing a beautiful backdrop for our floral stars. One of my favorite ways to incorporate foliage is by using colorful foliage plants. These beauties offer a wide range of hues, from chartreuse to burgundy to silver, adding depth and interest to our gardens even when flowers aren't in bloom. Some of my favorite colorful foliage plants include coleus, euchera, and hostas. But foliage isn't just about color, it's also about texture. Mix plants with different leaf shapes and sizes to create a visually dynamic and interesting landscape. By incorporating a variety of foliage plants, we can create a tapestry of color and texture that lasts throughout the growing season.
Now that we've covered the fun part, choosing and arranging our plants, let's talk about the essential care that will keep our gardens thriving year-round. First and foremost, water is life. Regular watering is crucial, especially for newly planted specimens. Pay attention to your garden's moisture levels and adjust your watering schedule accordingly. Fertilizing provides essential nutrients that fuel healthy growth and vibrant blooms. I recommend using a balanced fertilizer and following the package instructions for application rates and frequency. Regularly pruning our plants encourages bushier growth, promotes more blooms, and helps prevent diseases. Finally, let's not forget about mulching. Applying a layer of mulch around our plants helps retain moisture, suppresses weed growth, and moderates soil temperature. Choose a mulch that complements your garden's aesthetic. A little bit of maintenance goes a long way in ensuring that our gardens remain healthy, vibrant, and bursting with color throughout the year.
Now that our plants are settled in and thriving, let's add those finishing touches that truly elevate our gardens to the next level. These final touches can transform a simple garden into a stunning outdoor sanctuary. Just like we accessorize our homes, we can add personality and charm to our outdoor spaces with carefully chosen decorative elements. These elements not only enhance the visual appeal, but also create a welcoming atmosphere. One of the easiest ways to inject color and personality into our gardens is by incorporating colorful pots and planters. These can be strategically placed to draw the eye and create focal points within the garden. Choose pots that complement your garden's color scheme or opt for contrasting hues to make a bold statement. Mixing and matching different sizes and shapes can also add an interesting dynamic to your garden layout. You can even get creative and repurpose vintage items like watering cans, teapots, or even old boots as unique planters. These quirky additions can serve as conversation starters and add a touch of nostalgia. Garden art adds a touch of whimsy and personality to our outdoor spaces. From metal sculptures to handcrafted ornaments, the options are endless. Consider adding a whimsical sculpture, a colourful birdhouse, or even a collection of vintage garden tools artfully arranged. These elements can create a sense of wonder and delight for anyone who visits your garden. Pathways and borders not only define different areas of our gardens, but also provide an opportunity to introduce additional colour and texture. They guide visitors through the garden, creating a journey of discovery. Consider using colourful stones, bricks, or pavers to create winding pathways or define garden beds. These materials can be chosen to match or contrast with the surrounding plants and flowers. Lighting is another often overlooked element that can transform our gardens into magical nighttime retreats. Solar lights, fairy lights, or lanterns can create a warm and inviting ambience. Remember, the key to successfully incorporating decorative elements is to choose items that reflect your personal style and complement your garden's overall aesthetic. This ensures a cohesive and harmonious look that feels uniquely yours.
And there you have it. My secrets to creating a garden that bursts with color throughout the year. By carefully selecting a variety of plants and considering their blooming seasons, you can enjoy a garden full of color year-round. So, grab your gardening gloves, head outside, and let your creativity bloom.